Okay, I'm back. Good morning, everyone, once again. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's wonderful to be here. And I'd love to congratulate Phil SME. The announcement on the Phil SME magazine was a bam, a big bang. In a digital age, we are talking about magazine. Wonderful, really wonderful. All right. Before I start, I'd like to share, in Skyro, we call our customers, and even our merchants, we call them boss. Our values tells us that use the boss word to create warmth and friendship to our customers. But not only that, our values tells us that we give value to our customers and merchants and empower them. They are in charge with their purchases and their businesses. And therefore, Skyro is there for them to grow their business and have shown over the past 3 years that we've been very active in the market. Now, I'm here to discuss about the Ascenso with Skyro, empowering SME growth through flexible financing. There's a certain percentage that I'd like everybody to remember because later in my presentation, that number would really come out and show the results that we have done in the last 3 years. Okay, that number is 30% sales growth. That's the number we have seen in our merchant partners nationwide. It's a very good number, 30% sales growth. Now, for today, I will talk about as a backstory of Skyro, a very short story about Skyro, the growth opportunity with Skyro, and then the advantages in partnering with Skyro. This is something that's really interesting for me to discuss. And ultimately, the Biscarte moves. This shows wonderful stories of our merchant partners, inspiring stories of 4 of our merchant partners that we were able to help grow their business, scale their business, and continue to support their growth as they move forward and compete in a very competitive landscape of the retail landscape in the Philippines. Please go to the next slide. All right. About the Skyro story, we've seen that borrowing is part of the daily life of Filipino. We know that since the very beginning. Now, and based on the numbers that we've seen, 35% of the adults in the Philippines actually take loans to manage their daily finances and also cover their unexpected expenses. And since 2002, Skyro was able to rapidly grow as a fintech lending platform helping bridge the customers and the merchant, basically the stores, for a very accessible and very flexible financing solutions to each and every Filipinos nationwide. In fact, Skyro has grown from operations in Metro Manila and in Luzon, and we were able to penetrate Visayas and Mindanao and as far as Basilan. Next slide, please. Now, over the course of 3 years of operating in the Philippines, Skyro was able to provide over 900,000 loan issued nationwide. In fact, this has been growing. Last time I checked, I think it's already 1 million. And around 3,000 merchant partners nationwide. And in the next 2 to 3 years, we expect our merchant partners to grow triple or even quadruple through the efforts of our business development and sales teams and overall the support team in head office. And just recently, we were able to launch Skyro Credit. This is a very interesting product. This is better than credit card. And we're able to provide around 7,000 loans, active loans right now. And then we're able to partner with 416,000 and growing payment channels nationwide to make it easier for our clients to pay their loans. And ultimately, we have 1.2 million mobile app users as of April. And also, we're happy to share to everybody that Skyro has been a recipient of CXGS, or the due to our excellence in omnipresence customer experience in the market. All right, next slide, please. Now, there are three core primary products that I'd like to share to everybody that would help each MSME grow. Firstly, the Skyro product loan. This helps customer purchase item today and pay through flexible installment options in the retail outlets. And this is the core product of Skyro currently. And then as mentioned, the second product we'd like to discuss with you is the Skyro Credit. This is a digital credit line for everybody to spend through their convenience using a QR PH. And lastly, Skyro Cash Loan. The Skyro Cash Loan, we currently provide an extra fund for the personal or business as additional funding, around 250,000 pesos and about to grow, with very minimal serving for customers in terms of requirements and so on. Next slide, please. Okay, so just a quick overview of the SME landscape in the Philippines. Basically, we talk about the priorities, the pinpoints, and the opportunities for the entrepreneurs. Basically, the priorities and opportunities is focusing more on creating a business to support their family, to also support their children's education and their entrepreneurial spirit. Then also, one of the pain points that we're looking at for the SME businesses is more on the increased revenue, aim to expand their customer base, want to improve products and services, and seek additional financing growth. And ultimately, want something that the funding that our customers are looking into is more on where the funding should come. So basically, it's coming from personal savings, government programs, and loans from family and friends. And this is where Skyro comes in. We help fund the business. At the same time, we help our merchants reach more customers. Next slide, please. All right. Well, for the key challenges that we see in the market, based on our study, number one is the talent acquisition. This is where also Skyro could work with SMEs. It's basically, we could train your personnel, we could train your store staff to sell financing products. Secondly, maintaining strong company culture and purpose. So basically, due to our data-driven approach, we can give very good advices with merchants in terms of how to do their business or selling financing, and also on the retail aspect of sell-out. Technology and innovation, funding access to capital, and policy regulation and environment. So those are the challenges that we are seeing that we are addressing in the market right now. Next slide, please. Now, the opportunity for growth. Filipino SMEs have strong potential to grow, as mentioned by our Undersecretary earlier, through sustainable and reach more customers. So I have been mentioning earlier about access to financing. Customers could easily access financing through our merchant partners, and it's flexible and credit solutions. Then also, partnership and ecosystem using fintech and merchant collaborations. And this is where we are very proud to say that we have a very strong SME collaborations wherein we share data in terms of targeting their customers, also what products they can sell out, and also best areas to expand and so on. And speaking of expansion, setting up customer demands through creation of programs, campaigns, and even promotions. And lastly, digital transformation, and this is also aligned to the objective of Phil SME, especially coming November. So we are into e-commerce, social commerce, and rising adoption of digital payments and financing. Next slide, please. All right. Why partner with Skyro? As mentioned earlier, the 30% sales growth. That's really a very strong proposition that our company has for SME. and access to our customer base. This is around 5 million and growing. And customer bosses, we said bosses already, I've explained boss already, which basically they get approved in less than 2 minutes. We have a very, very good processing for the loan processing because of the technology that we have right now, and it has been improving. Merchants, on the other hand, can partner with us, and in less than 2 days, we can already decide to onboard a merchant. And lastly, marketing and business support. Then this is what I have been harping earlier about the data-driven decision making that we can provide to the merchants. Next slide, please. Okay. The most interesting part of my discussion is the Biscarte moves. How Skyro help partner merchants grow. Could you please move to the next slide? All right. This is Kate's original gadgets. Danica Kate Luingas started her partnership with Skyro last November, and she is only 21 years old. Kate is still studying right now, and I think she'll be graduating next year under nursing course. And the good thing about this 21-year-old kid, when I was talking to her, she started with her business initially selling second-hand cars. When she decided to go to a retail business, she sold one of her cars and go to Hong Kong for a supplier, to find a supplier. She was lucky. She found a supplier who trusted her, and everything started there. And last November, we had a very good partnership with Kate's, only one store. We're able to sell more than 30% increase on the sell-through. And the good thing about our partnership is just less than 2 years, she was able to grow stores from one, and she's about to open her 28th store next month. So imagine from 1 to 28 in less than 2 years, she grows so rapidly because of the support of Skyro financing. Then, as mentioned here, from a small online shop, she became one of the trusted stores in Davao. You could see her in TikTok. She's really open and very aggressive in TikToks and Facebook. All right. Next slide, please. Another very good story that we have, which is quite inspiring also, is Raon Point General Merchandise. Ricky de Guzman Concepcion. We started a partnership with him last October 2024. And to everybody's information, Ricky used to be a promodizer. A promodizer is the one selling in SM, standing in the department store offering the products and so on. That's what he was before. And he was also a sales agent in one of the big appliance outlets in the Philippines. And he decided to transform. He believed that he was able to, enlighten his entrepreneurial spirit, and therefore, when he partnered with Skyro for a small appliance store, he was able to grow since October 2024. He was able to grow from 2 stores initially to 16 stores. That's how fast Raon Point General Merchandise grew through Skyro financing. And this is such a wonderful story, seeing a promoter, a promodizer, changing his life and make things better for him, similar with Kate's gadget earlier. Well, aside from the financing of products that we provided for him, we also shared data with Ricky in terms of what's the right customer to target, which product to quickly sell out. And ultimately, we have an enabled smoother operation through real-time payments as well. And by the way, speaking of payments, the good thing about Skyro is your partnership with Skyro, we sell your product today, we pay you the next day. Just as fast, unlike in comparison to other financing or even banks, you have to wait for a couple of days. We pay quick. Next slide, please. This is another cute story that we have. RF Chain Gadgets, because I met Richelle last year. Well, basically, Richelle is a student when she started her business. She was selling smartphones during her third year in college in Bacolod. She's a very bubbly lady. And she was telling me this story when I met her that, sir, I just started this small kiosk business and I have my husband as well as my technician. We started very small. And just last November, Richelle opened her beautiful store in one of the biggest malls in Bacolod. And almost similar story with Kate's. They started very small and able to scale their business. And RF Chain is also expanding more businesses in Bacolod and is also looking to open in other areas near Bacolod, perhaps Iloilo as well. And what we've done with RF Chain is help her do increase her repeat customer through flexible installment. We also do that for our merchants. We help them bring back their customers and get additional loans. Next slide, please. Then I think lastly, H&H Gadget House Davao Company, Hanifa Kasan. Hanifa started with us last December 2023. She's very young. Actually, I think she's only less than 30 years old. She was selling her cell phone for capital. That's 2011. And she discovered us in December 2023. And she was able to grow to multiple stores across Mindanao as well. And then the thing that we've done for her is we've expanded customer access through flexible installment, usually similar to everybody. And we are able to help her scale her business through good areas in Davao as well through the data that we provided to her. All right, next slide, please. All right, so I think that's it for my presentation. Thank you very much, Phil SME, for this wonderful opportunity. For those who are interested to work with us, please come to our booth in PS2. It's just over there. We have coffees, we have cookies. Let's talk how we could explore and grow your business. And next slide, please. For those who, or for anyone who's interested to partner with us, you can scan this QR code and apply to be our merchant partner, upload your requirements, and that's it. We can process less than 2 days. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Maraming salamat. Have a good day po.